Okay, so then we continue with chapter number 16. We start. We continue with topic with laws of Yom Tov, but start new chapter 16. And topic is marinating and salting. On Shabbos, it is forbidden to marinate any food item in a spicy liquid. For example, vinegar, salt water, pickled brine. So, as we said when we were learning these laws, the biggest issue I think would be Pesach, right? Because we need the salt water, so just dilute a little more, and that's it. There should be no issues, right? Because when people make a brine, right, they actually add much more salt, so it's very salty. Okay. So one more time, on Shabbos it is forbidden to marinate any food item in a spicy liquid. There is a vinegar, salt water, pickled brine. Okay. So of course, if we took pickle, for example, right, and you cut it in half, and because that's how much you want to eat, so of course you can put back, because it's not going to be marinating, because you took it from there. So in a sense, it's not going to absorb more salt than it had originally. That's in my mind, that's the pure, it's one of the miracles of HaShem, that the food is going to absorb only as much salt as it needs to, not extra. So even though it's going to stay in this brine for a long time. Okay. This rabbinic prohibition was enacted because marinated alters the quality of the food and therefore comparable to cooking. Right. So just to remind us, when we were talking about in a Shabbos kitchen, so we said that marinating and salting is a cooking. In my mind, the best example is fish. So you have raw fish. I'm not sure if whole fish, but salmon for sure, and some herrings. Some other fish you salt, you put it under pressure or something, and after some time, several hours, 5-6 hours, you can eat it, no problem, right? So salted. So before it was raw, was inedible. For most of the people, and then through the salting, it became edible. So that's why it's comparable to cooking. So cooking, okay, classic definition of cooking, altering the taste, not the taste, altering the quality, right, through the heat. Here is without heat, but altering the quality. Salting foods whose quality or texture can be altered by salt. There is common vegetables or beans. Is also included prohibition against marinating. Common vegetables or beans. I did not know that you can marinate beans. Maybe I'm thinking dry beans. Okay, maybe fresh beans. Okay. Although explanation is that salting is prohibited because it's comparable to av Melachah, mea bear, tannin, in which salt is similar or a similar chemical is used to improve the texture of hides. The proper way to salt the vegetables on Shabbos is either to salt one piece at a time, just before it is eaten, or to pour liquid such as oil on the vegetables, preferably before salting, so that the potency of the salt is diminished. So, okay, it's all of these rules for Shabbos, but let's try to understand. So first we said salting is like cooking. Okay. But another explanation is that was a salting where salt is used, a brine were used. It was not in cooking, but in tannin. So they would put make some kind of solutions, right? I think salt, and they take some other chemicals, and they would soak the hides of animals in it, right? As I said, to improve the texture of the hides. Okay. So that's original Melachah from the Mishkan. The proper, so I mean, even though we say that we compare it to cooking, but the actual Melachah was this tanning. The proper way to salt vegetables on Shabbos is either to salt one piece at a time. So one piece at a time, so meaning that you're not preparing for a future. When people usually marinate or salting things, right? They do it in order to prepare it to preserve it for the future, right? Prepare for preserve for the future. If I do only one piece at a time, so a piece of cucumber, I peeled cucumber, cut it in half, and now I put some salt on it, right? So that's my intention is to eat it. It's not for to live for tomorrow, for sure, right? So that's how we salt on Shabbos. Okay. Right, that's one thing. Or if you want to salt the salad, it would be problematic, of course, as we see, right? So what do? We apply some liquid, such as oil. So why? Because it tempers the taste, the potency of the salt. So, but basically, I think even like other like dressings would also suffice. So even though there is a salt inside of them, but it's not like I mean, are you allowed to put dressing, salad dressing on Shabbos? I would say yes, and because it's not that this dressing is not going to preserve this for sure. It's only damage. Like if you want to preserve, like salad for example. Fresh salad for tomorrow, you cut it today and you want it for tomorrow, don't put any dressing, leave it as it is, right? And tomorrow, like before eating, before serving, so you would put dressing on top, right? So meaning the dressing is not good for preservation. Okay, salad dressing.